Woo! You know I gotta play my theme music, man, to keep this bad fella rolling. We ain't rolling yet.
Oh, we ain't went live yet.
There we go. We are now, y'all. We live up in here. Sports Talk on TAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel with the global reach, y'all.
He was here.
You got to play my theme music. Mr. Jammin' J. Lamont, I want to thank you for getting me rolling here. Got a great show tonight, y'all. Let's get it started. Hello and welcome to TAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel with the global reach. You're watching In the Room, and tonight's episode is Sports Talk, y'all. I know it's Monday night. Y'all, we had to switch days, so look for us to be regularly on Monday nights from here on out. So we're going to assemble the crew and do our thing here on Monday nights, y'all. So I got my regular crew here tonight, y'all, and also we got a special guest in the house. I'm going to introduce him a little later, but first, let me introduce my crew, man. And we're going to go out there on the West Coast. My best friend out of high school, representing the United States Navy. Show some love. And the KA Sci-Fi Duke, y'all. Show some love. For my man, Mr. Terry Rayford, y'all. Show love, Terry.
How everybody doing?
Terry.
We're going to stay on that West Coast, y'all, and bring in our nationally turned comedian, main man. He's an avid, I think he's the number one Dallas Cowboy fan. Well, maybe not. He might be number two Cowboy fan in the nation. But we're going to show him some love today. Give it up for my man, Mark Howard.
You just can't help yourself.
Because he's actually really, that's why I'm number two. You know who number one is, Jeremiah?
Jeremiah.
Him.
Yeah.
He got the Cowboys stay on his mind.
I keep the top on the squad. I keep number one and number two right. But I'm gonna keep it going. Introduce y'all. We're gonna run to the Midwest, y'all, and represent that Midwest. Matter of fact, representing the Two Dogs Sports Talk in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Show some love for Mr. Jeremiah Watts.
What's up? What's up?
He's a Cowboys fan too, but he's number three probably. After meeting up with you.
What's up, Larry? Hey, and also representing that Midwest up there in Langston, Oklahoma, and also representing LU, Langston University.
You better start adding me that represent too, because I went to LU.
Okay, well, we throw it back in and we forget about LU for you.
Don't do that.
They'd have retired your jumper. And show some love for my co-host, Mr. Philip Townsend. Y'all said, Philip.
Y'all see how quick our stuff went last week when Phil was the host?
Don't worry about it. I'm going to drag it on this meeting now. I'm back in the saddle. That's why the associate ministers don't get to preach that much. Like that.
This introduction
show up, baby. You got to show up on Sunday. Hey,
Vance stayed longer in the introduction than Phil did the whole show.
Well, that's right. But hey, man, I'm in here for the entertainment of the peoples, of the TAN TV viewers. But anyway, y'all be quiet, man. Let me introduce our special guest in the house, y'all. And y'all might remember we had him on last year when the women's NCAA, man. NCAA basketball, women's basketball tournament showed up, and
when they
played for the Baylor Bears. up, Comb Dome? Played for the Baylor Bears. Nalissa Smith, and we got Pops back. And man, he was full of information. Mr. Rodney Smith, y'all show him some love down there. What's up, Rodney?
All right, Rodney.
Going on? What's up, fellas? Glad to be back.
Yeah, man.
Rodney, that sound in the background is our fans going, Phil.
Well, fellas, man, let's just jump right into it, man. And since we're gonna welcome our special guest, Rodney, and so Rodney, what I have, what we're gonna call is our Baylor report, our Baylor Bear report. So,
Bear.
right? Am I right? Baylor Bears, right?
Yeah, the Baylor Bears.
Yeah, bad Baylor Bears. So, Rodney, tell us what we've been missing, man. Give us an update. I've been hearing some great things about Nalissa. So, man, talk to us about it, man. And I know we got some questions we probably going to hit you up with. You got the floor, baby.
All right. It's been an interesting season. Of course, we got a new coach, a couple new players. The girls been playing, I would say to the best of their ability. We only have 9 players now. One of them's a walk-on. So technically we have 7 players that's playing and we have a freshman. So, the girls, they doing what they can, man. Trying to get acclimated to this new coaching style. The coach came from the WNBA, so she's trying to run, pro sets with college players, and some of them don't have that skill, or that knowledge, right offhand. So, they're still adapting to that, but it's finally coming together now. They lost a couple early, but like I told my daughter, I said, y'all have not lost a game in double digits, so that means that there was little mistakes that were made for y'all to lose those games. Y'all correct those mistakes, and y'all it's only uphill from there. So they're catching on, and they beat UT 2 times in less than 4 days. So that was one of the main things they wanted to do. And I told my daughter, I said, if there's one thing you don't want to do is lose to UT. So in her career, she is undefeated at UT. So that's a good thing. But they're looking forward to finishing
Vance,
up.
that's the University of Texas, if you didn't know.
Oh man, I thought it was University of Tennessee. My bad.
You might have, man. You might have.
Hey, well, especially in women's basketball. I mean, so it could be UT.
Yeah.
I noticed how he
apologize
said
to the 2 dogs. Go ahead, bro.
I noticed how Rodney said some of them couldn't pick up the pros at offense.
Yeah.
Throw him under the bus, won't you?
My question was, Rodney, are the admission standards to Baylor so high that they can only get 9 players?
No, what it was is when Kim Mulkey left, majority of the players left as well. Not necessarily went with her, but they left the program as well. And so the new coach, when she came in, she was basically saying, I don't want to waste scholarships on players, getting them out of the portal that really don't have that much talent. So I'm just going to run with what I have. So that's why we basically had 10 players. 1 player quit, she said due to mental health, issues that, she wasn't getting any playing time and she was injured. So, that was playing a part on her. So she left the team. So, we're down to 8 players, but again, I mean, it's a solid 7, and the majority of the teams you play with 7 to 8 players anyway. The other ones are on the team just in case somebody get hurt. So as long as nobody gets hurt, everybody keeps playing at the best of their ability. I think we'll be okay.
Well, looking at y'all's schedule, Rodney, you all shouldn't lose another game in conference play. Looking at the schedule, so
yeah. This Wednesday we got K-State, who beat us. With Ioka Lee, the 6'7" girl. They couldn't figure out how to stop her. But I think they got a plan for her this time. So I'm with you on that. They should not lose anymore. The biggest, I'm gonna say, threat from here is is Iowa State. Iowa State's pretty decent, but we already proved that we can beat them. They came in our house and we almost beat them by 30. So I'm not worried about them as well. But I mean, we got to go to Iowa State, and it's not a fun place to play in, and the referees kind of favor the Iowa team.
He's
so
already blaming the refs.
You damn right. I'm blaming them. That's right. I gotta blame somebody. I'm blaming the refs. It ain't them.
Blaming the refs.
Not y'all fault. But yeah, so they I'm looking forward to them finishing up the season strong, winning the Big 12 tournament, and then getting to the NCAA. So.
Okay, so Rodney, man, I got you on here, and for nothing, man. So we need something from you, brother. Let me ask you this. So we would love to, keep up with Nalissa and her her journey, through like you said, through the regular season, through the Big 12. Was it the Big 12?
Yeah, Big 12.
Yeah,
Lord have mercy.
On to the NCAA.
Phil still want to call that
on their way, stop by and holler at them. On their way to the NCAA, man. I'm just messing with them. On their way to the NCAA, and so are you be traveling? Hopefully.
Yeah. I mean, I go to all the home games. And as far as the Big 12, it's in Kansas City, so most likely I'll be there. Me and the wife will be there. My son will definitely be there. He's my daughter's biggest fan, so him and his entourage will be there again. They were there last year, cutting up back in the pool. So they definitely gonna be there again.
And the national tournament,
the NCAA tournament, yeah. So as long as the girls continue playing, good, right, then we'll host the first two. Well, we'll host the first two at Baylor.
Wow.
And so, yeah, so then when it gets to the Sweet 16 Final 8, then they go to wherever location, whatever, I guess, bracket that they're in.
Right.
And so then the Final Four is in Minnesota. So if they get to the Final Four, then we definitely go into the Final Four.
Yeah, man, but I ain't trying to rush up to Minnesota, though.
Nah, me either.
And they're gonna have. Oh man, they need to get it together up there, man.
It won't be that cold. It won't be that cold, man.
Yeah, we ain't talking about cold.
Rodney,
about who on season?
We talking about cold-blooded. That's what we talking about.
Who on season?
But Rodney, man. So we might have to work on the. Want to make sure we follow you, man, and like right now, you can be in the game on your way. Maybe we can get you to come on Restream and talk to the fellas if it's if it's on a Monday night or whatever. We want to keep up with you, bro, and we hope the best, nothing but the best for Nalissa, man. And so I hear, we was talking, pre-production that Nalissa is ranked number 2. Did y'all say that number 2 in the country?
I said number 1.
Huh?
I said number 1.
I'm trying to get it from Rodney. What was that talk back there? Y'all was talking. I couldn't understand. I couldn't hear it. But
so in the mock drafts that they have out there, they have her as the number 2 to Indiana. They have Ryan Hart going number 1. Right now, I mean, yeah, that's my child, but I'm speaking facts. My daughter's playing her tail off.
I hear you.
And compared to, when I look at Ron Howard, the way she's producing, and from the way they're talking, she's playing well. I mean, I can't take away her talent, but I think my daughter's doing her thing. She's putting it out there. She's letting people know. And I already told her, I said, if you don't want to go to Indiana, I suggest you step your game up. If you want to go to Washington and be that number 1 pick, keep playing the way you playing, and they will recognize them. You will go to Washington. So
she been balling. She been balling. She had 28 and 13 last night.
Yeah, she
the other night.
13 last night. Yeah.
Rodney,
she been balling.
Rodney, we've been hearing some things about you. true or false? It used to be that you used to love family reunions because people would come in and say, "Hey, there's Rodney over there," and then you tell everybody, "Yeah, I played some college ball." But now you canceled all future family reunions because you don't want people to walk in and say, "Rodney, tell us about it," and then everybody's talking about Nalissa. True or false?
Nah,
She's only got every
come on,
award
man.
you can come up with.
That's false,
How
man.
about
Come on.
20? Look, if I just did 2021, Vance would have to extend the show another 10 minutes. So I'm not even going to get into no. She's just got too many, Rodney. Sorry about the one you got.
Oh yeah.
So
our whole
getting
upstairs
he getting them
is
phone
dedicated.
calls. He getting them phone calls every time he has a. Oh, you want to talk to him? Listen here.
And you know what? When the reporters call, man, the reporters call the house and be talking to me and my wife. And they're like, "Oh, Nalissa this, Nalissa that, and where did she get her talent from?" And I throw in there, "Well, I played college ball and I played a little pro ball. I had to throw it in there." My wife look at me like, "You just gotta mention that you play ball, don't you?" And I'm like, "I'm not taking it away from her. They gotta know where she get her talent from,
There it is.
So I'm like, I gotta throw my name in there, obviously, because they're gonna say, "Well, where'd she get her talent from?" It wasn't the man on the street. It's this man that's sitting right here in front of this camera right now.
Tell him, Rodney. Tell him, man. Tell him.
He telling the wife, "What you think she played because you?"
Yeah, right. He's a cheerleader. Come on now.
It's all good, man. Well, hey, man, we really look forward to it. And hey, on the real, Rodney, we want to stay in touch, man. And when that stuff get to rolling, man, let's let the world know. And we behind you, man, and nothing but success. All right.
So I have a quick question, real quick, man.
Yeah, give it to him.
Hey, so is she planning on playing just WNBA, or is she gonna try to play overseas too? Or what's she gonna do?
She's well, right now she's WNBA. She want to make sure she's established in the WNBA. Once the season is over, now they got this league, this Athlete Unlimited League here in the US in Vegas, where they got 4 teams and the girls play, and they're trying to build that so that girls don't have to go overseas. So that's going to be another option that she's going to look at. But if it comes to overseas, she says she wants to play overseas, but she's kind of a homebody. She likes to be close, to me and the wifey. But I told her, I say, you're gonna go overseas. If they trying to pay you 6 figures, then I can retire and be your guide over there. Because I've been over there already.
So
Are
they looking at her? Is she getting just as much because she's a star? Or is she getting just as much NIL looks and opportunities as some of the male basketball players, or has it gone?
She has a few going. Nothing that is like a lock for like a year or so. Right now she's done a deal with Reebok, with the Allen Iversons, the new release of the Allen Iversons. She's done trading cards. She has merchandise on FanJoy. They just told us, we had a call last week, and Nike has reached out, Jordan has reached out, and they're kind of prepping for when the draft comes and the shoe deals are coming in. They said even Adidas and Reebok has reached out, but it's all about who she really wants to go with when it comes to that point. But and she has they're into the NFTs now. They're getting ready to create a NFT for the college players. So they presented that to her as well. So that's another deal that she's about to get that launches in March. So not as much as the men, but she's pretty happy with the compensation that she's getting from these NIL deals.
Oh, excuse me, Rodney. Just got a late call from the IRS saying thank you for putting your daughter's finances on notice.
they can contact Baylor Compliance because everything is taken care of. So
hey, I ask questions that matter, Phil, and that's a question that matters. You know, what's the comparison between the women and the men? You know,
there is no comparison when it comes to that.
See, that's their polite way, Jeremiah, of saying. And Rodney kind of looked at you and said, "Poor child," because he.
No, said, I'm not saying it's equal, but I'm saying to show the difference in the amount that the women are getting looked at and the difference that the men getting looked at.
Well, that's what Vance,
between the
that's
two.
what Vance and Mark were just trying to help you out with. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Well, look here, fellas. Hey, Rodney, we really appreciate you coming, man. Let me ask you, you want to stay and hang out with us? You got some time to hang out with us?
Definitely, man. Definitely.
Oh, sweet. But, I just had to ask. Yeah, I just had to ask, man. We appreciate you coming on. Like I said, we're gonna keep up with you, man, and let's make this happen all the way to the top, man. All the way to GB number. Now, who? Real quick, and I'm gonna move on. Who got the number one draft pick though?
The Washington Mystics.
They just said that.
Look at that remark.
Yeah,
Mark roll up, didn't he?
Yeah. and as me and Mark have said before, that's our hometown. So let's plan in front of family. So I'm really pushing for that.
Okay. Well, we got to get
that Vance sometimes doesn't pay attention to what's mentioned earlier in the show.
Well, brother, that's why I have kills and bits to pick it up. Okay, that's it. That's it.
Vance is the host of a sports show and doesn't know nothing about sports.
That's how bad I am, baby. That's how bad I am.
It is bad.
See, if this was Phil hosting, we'd have been on segment number 2 already.
That's all right, though. But see, I showed my man. I called Rodney. See, you're the one that asked him, man, is Rodney going to come on? I said, let me give him a call. So I'm going to show him some love all the way, man. We just ain't going to have him come on in one little quick segment, a minute or two. No, man.
It got to be quick. It got to be quick. It just got to be tight.
Nah. You got your nerve prone, John. Okay. Let me give a quick shout out, y'all. But Rodney really get appreciated, man. And we're going to hit some more topics here. But I do want to say Bella, Sedaria, Larry, welcome to the show, man. Thanks, y'all, for tuning in. And like I said, you just tuned in to TAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel and a global reach. It's sports talk, y'all. So let's move it in. This is a great time to go right into our first favorite segment of the night. And it's a segment that we call Thinking Outside the Box with my main man, T-Rex. T-Rex, what you got for us tonight?
Hello, everyone. This is T-Rex Outside the Box. I got something to ask everybody. I was reading the other day that rich European American males feel that they are getting some racism. And I was still trying to figure out, if you're rich and you white and you a male, how are you getting racism? So I just want to let y'all know I sum that up to Mr. Trumpity Trump, because I think that's what he's trying to get everybody to understand. Number 2 is, what the heck is going on in the NFL with fellas just fighting in the elevators for nothing? You rich, brother. Don't do that no more. You rich. If you need some help, call Mr. Larry Smith. He'll tell you how to spend your money and you'll be safe. I'm trying to get you a job there, Mr. Smith. But you got to quit trying to be all gangster and realize that you're a businessman. Keep your business in check. I asked the fellas about that earlier, and I'm sure they're gonna talk about that. And I also was talking about last week that Whoopi Goldberg thing, and I still don't understand it all, but I'm trying to figure it out. I don't get paid millions of dollars to get out here and call people racial slurs and things of that nature. No pun intended on that certain podcast that does that. But when we all think about life, we need to remember one thing, that God created us equal. But with that being said, if you're rich and you're European American male, I don't even see why you complaining. You don't even come in contact with nobody. So to all my friends that's in that category, please contact Vance and let him know how it feels to be in that category, because I've never achieved that. So this is T-Rex. That was outside the box. And if you didn't know, now you know.
Can't hear you, man.
He's scratching his head.
I'm not sure if
You
Vance
put my
knows
mic
that.
on. You got me. I'm back. I'm back, Phil. I had it on mute. Yeah, I'm sitting back there. But anyway, T-Rex, once again, you have delivered. And if you didn't know, now you know. Thinking outside the box with T-Rex, y'all. We're going to keep this bad fella moving on this Monday night, y'all. So let's talk about what's happening this Sunday in Los Angeles, California, y'all. This is Super Bowl. Got the Los
Dr.
Angeles.
Dre concert? Oh, my bad.
Oh, yeah.
That's gonna be happening,
good.
man. Mike Epps,
Yeah.
Mike Epps. All that's gonna be happening out there, Mark.
Mm-hmm.
I know Epps is out there doing some stuff, man. So it's gonna be everybody. It's gonna be a bunch of happenings out there, Mark. So you're gonna have to be out there with your thing and take us into a couple parties. I know you get VIP maybe to some of them parties out there for the Super Bowl.
I'm too old for that stuff, man.
We'll just you know. Hey man, you put a tan TV badge on, man. That you got carte blanche, walk right in, man. This is
Right in.
press.
I know my daughter went down there. They did the they did the NFL experience. My grandson really had a good time down there, so it was amazing.
Cool. Yeah, I know there's a lot of things going on down there. So anyway, let's talk about the game, y'all. We got the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams, they up their favorite in their home field, home stadium. So is it gonna be more Bengal fans than the Rams fans? Tell us what's going down, and what's the mood down there, Mark, and down there in Compton Way in LA.
I mean, LA is LA, man. They excited. They're gonna throw the parties and have all the stuff. They're all a buzz. Rams fans that discovered the Rams actually play in LA are coming out the woodworks. That's how that goes.
Of course.
Believe me when I tell you. But it's really I mean, it's kind of like that it's not that as much a joy for the Rams out here as it is the fact that out here in LA, everybody's cocky the fact that we win, and they've had some success. Obviously Lakers, Dodgers, and now the Rams. So they're really pulling for that cycle of World Series, NBA championship, NFL championship. It's less about the Rams as it is about just being able to brag you from LA, and they're winning out here. So it's fun. Everybody gonna have the parties. Damn, I dropped something. Sorry. Everybody gonna have the parties. You told me something about Mike's party. I gotta find out. Mike's having a party, or is he just
Mike
having?
Epps?
Yeah.
They got a comedy show for sure going out there. They're doing. I know Dominique is on it, and they got a few of them. I got to find the flyer again. I'll let you know what's happening.
But
I can tell you right now, Mike Epps is saying, I ain't telling Vance a damn thing anymore.
If he tells Mark Howard again, I'm never going to talk to him again.
Mark going to have us in all the parties, man. We're going to be in there all the parties with Mark. So
Mike's my man. Dominique's the homie. She's a DC homie, so she's cool.
Okay.
That's my girl. But yeah, there'll definitely be events galore out here.
Yeah.
I don't know about y'all, but it's hot out here, y'all. You understand? I mean,
Yeah, it is.
I had to have my fan on. I don't know how y'all do it over there.
Say it again, Mark. Say it again.
I had to turn my fan on. It was so hot today. You understand me?
Hey, that's all right. Hey, but hey, we had a little freeze, but it's gone. It's gonna be gone. It's gonna be back up in the 60s and 70s here soon, Mark. So
see, 60s and 70s is freezing out here.
No,
that is true.
No, we'd be nice. We'll be back on the course real soon. So anyway, fellas, let's talk about the game. Let's see. I'm gonna start with you, Rodney. Man, I want you to give us your pick and how you see this game. How you see the game playing out in your mind.
Larry Smith from.
Well, I'm going with Cincinnati for the simple fact that my wife's a 49er fan, and the Rams beat the 49ers, which they should not have won that game. If somebody would have caught the interception towards the end, then we wouldn't even be talking about the Rams right now. So I'm going with Cincinnati. I'm going with the underdog because every year I pick the favorite, and they always seem to lose. So I'm going with the underdog this time.
Okay. Jeremiah, what you got?
I normally don't make my pick because I make my other picks during my show and stuff. But I'm gonna go ahead and do it because it's only two teams. I'm going Cincinnati. I just think that I think it's gonna be a closer game than what people think. It's not gonna be easy to stop that passing game, and right now Cincinnati, they got the passing game and the running game going, and I'm hoping they turn in a battle cat and not be Cringer. But I'm picking Cincinnati.
Okay, what do you say, Terry?
Well, first I want to apologize to Rodney for calling him Larry. He looked like my frat brother, so I was calling him Larry Smith, but it's really Rodney Smith, so I apologize. But I'm with Rodney's wife with them. I'm a 49er fan. I ain't gonna say anything bad about that. But I'm still gonna roll with the Rams because I was told I can't roll with the Battle Cats or the Cringers, whichever shows up. So I'm going for the Rams.
Okay. Co-host. Oh no, I'm sorry.
Oh, I forgot that they failed to mention that Jalen Ramsey dropped interception also. But I'm just going to look at it from this standpoint. I'm going to take you to defense. Cornerbacks, Rams. Safeties, Bengals. Linebacker, toss up. Defensive line,
right.
Ain't even a question about it. We know the Rams have it there. Hop on over to the offensive lines. Check Rams. Running game. Check Cincinnati. Quarterbacks. Don't get it twisted. Check the lineage. That's Rams right there. So it's a Rams game, baby. It's a Rams game.
Hold on, what? Okay, never mind.
Thank you, co-host. We got Mark. Let's hear what you got.
I'm gonna make an announcement in my rant, but I'm gonna just say again, I'm pulling for the young man that I used to coach since he was a kid that's playing for the Rams. So I think the Rams are the better team. I didn't pick Cincinnati to beat Kansas City, and I don't think it's gonna be close.
Is that the same guy that you said was a bust, Mark?
Was it what?
Wasn't athletic? That's the same guy you said wasn't athletic?
No, I never said that.
He claiming them now.
I didn't say it was a bust.
Well, fellas. Well.
I just said there's a reason why he's a defensive back and not a wide receiver.
Not a receiver.
And we know why. Them two, he talked about dropping them interceptions in the playoff game. Is defensive backs, not wide receiver.
Well, fellas, somebody done slipped in on us, man. I was gonna.
Told y'all, man.
That's great. It's coming through the window, y'all. But
told y'all.
I
told y'all. Y'all be putting it down, man. I got to be a part of it, but I had to go take my wife to get in and out, man. And I was lying all the way down like 4 blocks, and she get up there and get a burger with lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, onions, but she didn't want the meat on it. I'm like, what? I sat there lying for a doggone an hour and a half, man. Getting something she could have made at home. lettuce and tomato sandwich, man. Boy, you
Farmer
want
boys
to choke
got
them
a
until the
salad.
white foam come out, man. And then just let them go right before they die. Let them go. Just let them go. But hey, Mark, I'm with you, man. It's gonna be. I think the Rams gonna put deep up in them, man. I think they're gonna get real deep with it because, hey, Donald, man, he on another. This is like, hey, he on a mission, man.
He coming to get it.
And the Bengals don't have that kind of line to block them, dude. If the Bengals win this game, then I believe it's something that's paranormal activity has had to happen for them. I think paranormal activity helped them get all the way to where they at right now.
Right. Hey, Reggie, I'm gonna tell you that you got here. I know you had all that delay, but you had plenty of time because Vance is hosting. That's why the show got you.
Hey,
if it was last
time,
week,
brother, because you came in on the right question.
But the key is you gotta understand. Joe Burrow's got sacked 9 times by the Tennessee Titans.
Exactly.
This joker don't get rattled. So
yeah, you're right. He don't get rattled.
They're gonna have to do some stuff. I just think that I like Burrows more than I like Stafford. I just feel Stafford is gonna do something stupid.
But remember this.
He did it against San Francisco.
Remember this. He got sacked 9 times by the time, but he didn't get sacked by Donald. He didn't get sacked by Von Miller. He got sacked by the mother cats. He getting sacked now by the best in the game.
Yeah.
The kind of dude that know how to sack you and put his body on you without getting a penalty.
Now what might hurt them is by them not having a tight end if he's not able to play.
Okay.
That might hurt Cincinnati, but running backs, receivers, Cincinnati is ready.
I don't think it's gonna be a blowout though, Mark.
I said tight end.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a blowout.
He got hurt for the Rams.
Tight end.
But you're talking about Cincinnati. Okay.
Cincinnati tight end is hurt. They don't know whether he's gonna play or not.
Like the Rams.
I believe Odell gonna be MVP. Watch what I say. Watch the tape.
Hey, Reg. Yes. Odell's gonna show out, man.
That's gonna be a historic book ending right there. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
As long as y'all don't let him go get on no shit. Make sure he don't go to no ocean.
I think he learned his lesson there, Jeremiah.
Yeah.
I think if you do something crazy this time, right now at this time, it's a wrap. It'll be a wrap.
Justin Bieber's out here, but I'm gonna tell you, this is why I get a little bougie. I have a little something against athletes who color their hair blonde and all that. Don't trust them.
Is it because we ain't got no hair?
No, don't trust them, Jerry. They're too pretty. They're too pretty.
They too pretty.
Ollie used to call himself pretty, but he didn't fight pretty.
Hey, that's what I say. That's what I say about sisters that had the blonde hair. You know, that's some freaking junk. Cause now the dude be like, "Oh, turn on the stomach. That's Becky. Back on the back. That's Keisha.
That's Keisha. Exactly.
You like that, Becky? Oh, hey, Keisha. You make love to Keisha.
You're a little bit more than Becky.
Hey, y'all, this is the perfect time, man, to let's jump in. Take a quick station break, y'all. You're in the room with Sports Talk on TAN TV, man. Boy, I got a crew symbol today. I got Mark, I got Terry, I got Phil, I got Jeremiah, and our special guest, we got Rodney Smith and Reginald Ballard, a.k.a. Brotman from the fifth floor, man. Woo! Man, I'm on heaven, man. This feels good for us tonight, man, and we're doing our thing. And right now, we're going to go to our second favorite segment of the night, and that is It's Just a Doggone Minute by the host of the Two Dog Sports Show, Mr. Jeremiah. What? Jeremiah.
All right. I'll be doggone if the NFL ain't did it again. I got 2 things. One, that sorry raggedy Pro Bowl that they had yesterday. They might as well. They played touch football. They made all these people pay all that money down in Vegas after they lost their money in the casino to watch some grown men and some pads play touch football.
Yep.
This is a cotton-picking shame. It's an embarrassment to football. They could at least pretended like they was going to tackle something. And then you got Mac Jones running all the way down the field. Then he want to dance like he done did something. Man, this is the joke that we seen yesterday. NFL might as well just say, you made the Pro Bowl, like they Oprah Winfrey. You made the Pro Bowl, give them a check, and let's move on. Instead of this mess they did yesterday. Second thing, the Houston Texans. Y'all dum-dums. Y'all ain't nothing but some clowns of the NFL. If it wasn't for that lawsuit, they would have hired a washed-up quarterback who's coaching high school football over all these candidates that was qualified.
Yep.
Not if I'm a white coach, I'm gonna be upset.
Exactly.
Y'all willing to bring a high school bum to come coach an NFL team? That's just how jacked up the Houston Texans are. And then the Miami Dolphins, y'all hire a coach that claimed he was the offensive coordinator of the San Francisco 49ers, and we know good and well he did not call one cotton-picking play.
Not A1.
We know
that ain't his worst
Shanahan
claim.
called the play, and now he's a head coach of the Miami Dolphins, and y'all fire a coach that had 2 winning seasons, and y'all ain't had 2 winning seasons in a row since Dan Marino.
True.
What is wrong with the NFL? And then they had the nerve to say, now the NFL is retracting their story. They came out and said that we don't really know anything about all this. Now they're retracting their story, talking about we're going to investigate because we're about diversity. Yeah, because y'all got egg on y'all face and y'all about to screw up because y'all know that Hugh Jackson and all these other coaches got some evidence on y'all owners that's supposed to make y'all head spin. And then the last but not least, them old raggedy Washington, y'all should have kept y'all name the Washington football team. Y'all called yourselves the Commanders. Like y'all on G.I. Joe or something. Who y'all? Cobra Commanders? And then y'all already made up a theme song for the name. Yeah, what? Y'all went from the Redskins, the Washington football team, and then y'all thought that the Commanders was even better. These are the ones that killed the Redskins. What kind of mess? This is downright ridiculous and just a doggone minute. NFL owners, everybody, y'all need to wake up. Y'all making yourself good downright foolish.
Yes.
I'm out.
Is it the Commander-in-Chief? Just Commanders.
Commanders.
Now
that's what you call a drive-by. He just sniped the whole NFL. That's a good drive-by right there. That was perfect. He just sniped, because that's what's going on. And then Washington already don't know how to name their teams. When they went from the Washington Bullets to the Washington Wizards. When you go from the Bullets, you got to go from the Bullets to the Washington Hollow Points. You can't go. You can't go from the Bullets to the Wizards. We changed our name to the Washington Hollow Points.
Hey, Reggie, I pulled for every team in my hometown but the football team. Now Don't you talk about my Wizards? You understand?
Hold on, my fault. We got a commander on the set right now, Mr. Commander. Can you tell us about the new name? How did y'all?
I thought they was going to the Red Tails, man. I thought they was going to say the Washington Red Tails, for the Tuskegee Airmen.
Tuskegee Airmen,
We got a commander on set right now. I just want to ask Mr. Commander, can you tell me how did y'all come up with that name, Mr. Rodney?
You see, I'm not saying nothing, man. I don't want to say no comment because I'm pissed off about it too. So I can't comment on that, man. Damn, Commanders, come on, man.
Look,
Right,
Snyder.
you gotta save them, man. You gotta save them, brother.
Man, I'm
Snyder
gonna go home cuss everybody out.
No, I said as much too. Being a Cowboys fan, I definitely hate the Commanders now in that sense there. But Snyder is just a horrible owner, and I say that because I love my hometown, and I'm like, y'all don't understand, all right? Rodney, no, believe me, that football team is the #1 team in that area.
Mhm.
Okay, there is no joke about that. I told y'all before, when we was young in the mid '80s. They had tickets sold out, season tickets sold out from '85 to 2002. Okay, that was no joke. So it means a lot in that city. When that football team ain't doing well, I'm telling you, I go home tonight. It's like it's not fun here. They're down.
Wow.
And Snyder did not want to let that racist name go. He didn't want to, and he got forced to do it because it didn't take you 2 years to do this. You don't sit 1 year and all of a sudden, well, we're gonna do it next year. No, he wanted to hold off. He was being a petulant little child. Of course, he did have some other problems he had to concern.
I just want to know, how is he still an owner?
No.
Yeah.
They got more dirt on him than they had on Sterling in the NBA, and this joker's still the owner.
Yep.
Well, that's about
It's terrible, man.
He ain't used the N-word yet. They ain't caught
Well, how
him
much
using
is on them
N-word, so that's why he's
emails?
still around. You know.
Oh, they ain't caught him.
That's
Yeah,
sexual
that's what
harassment.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he know how to go around it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, he got the
No,
words.
that's why they ain't showing them emails.
Right. Because
But anyway, let's jump off these Washington Red.
Commanders.
The Washington Commanders. Let's jump off them and get on.
They still
man.
Redskins to me.
I want to touch on that Jeremiah did one of his points, man. And when he was talking about the black coaches and what's going on with these hirings of these head coaches. So I just want to put this out there, man. Do you think that Flores' lawsuit sparking? Okay, what is it really doing, man? His lawsuit, man. I mean, you see a lot of rhetoric, but is there gonna be some changes? And I'm gonna.
It's the evidence, man.
Go ahead.
I think he have more evidence. I think he have more evidence, man.
You can follow it in.
Yeah, I think he have more evidence now. The text, man, is big. It's big. It's like, you go into an interview when you hire a coach 2 days before. Come on, man. That's blatant right there, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, how you get around that, man? And it's that's pitiful, man. How you get around? You gonna just sit there and go through the motions? This is a big business, man. You gonna go through the motions, wasting your time, wasting somebody else's time when you already know that you already hired your coach, and you telling everybody else except the man that you bringing in. Man, come on, man. It's got to change now, brothers. It's big. I mean, he have his evidence. Hugh have his evidence. It's like, and then I think many more gonna come out. So now, everybody got to believe. It's like when, all the times back in the 70s, 60s, 70s, when we were kids, how they, we used to see cops beat up black people and put them in the paddy wagon and do all, and then you used to get immune to it. But now when they got video out, they got evidence, you see what's going on. Now everybody say, well, Black Lives Matter. They got white people joining in now in this NFL thing. Now more people gonna start seeing it. They're gonna join in. A lot of people gonna start tuning out. And that's how you make change, when you hit that pocket and them advertisers start pulling their weight around and saying, well, we can't support this because people are not going to buy Game no more. They ain't going to buy Tide no more. That's how you do
it. We going to mess up what's faces commercials, I'm a Gainey. Craig's career up with Game. That's our boy, man. We can't.
I know. I forgot it. Yeah.
Clark came up with a good one, didn't he?
So, Philip, man, what you got to say on the black
man.
coaches, man, in Flores?
Well, I really only have a minute's worth of stuff to say.
Oh,
really,
okay.
yeah. But in talking about that, if you just follow me right along through this whole thing, I think we all know that this lawsuit has spearheaded a couple of hirings. You know that the Lovie Smith is fraudulent because on several fronts. He wasn't even a thought with them during the process until late. You know he's a stopgap measure because they picked a 63-year-old guy to do that. So this is nothing. But when you get to the Miami Dolphins, I want you to just follow along with me here because this takes in some of our whole social acceptance stuff. They want so badly not to say, and this is the media is a high contributor. If you can call the president of the United States, Barack Obama, a black man, surely you would think that the media or the team would say that about the hiring of McDaniel. But you know what they say? You can look it up. He's multiracial.
Yeah, yeah.
He is biracial. And you know why they say that? Because it softens the blow to them as a team going with the whole thing. It's the whole public perception. But I can tell you this much. If he'd have graduated from Langston University instead of Yale, oh, he's black. I guarantee you. If he did not,
but you don't see no blackness in that dude. I don't.
This guy.
Well, he might be biracial, German and Jewish.
He is.
Yeah, for real.
I don't see no black, none.
He is a comfortable hire because when you look at it, they can solve their minority. The whole thing dealing with having a minority head coach, but he can look like them because that's what they are most comfortable with. There is no way in the world that this guy isn't getting called black in America under any other circumstance. Barack Obama had the same kind of situation, and the media had the perfect opportunity to say we have our first, as they would say, biracial president, but they took it straight to black. But they don't have a problem saying this guy is everything but black. And it's sticking with what the NFL wants. This whole thing of, hey, if we can get the fewer minorities. Look, I will tell you right now, that's why you're seeing more women and things. The Giants threw a woman in. Look, if you can hit white women or biracial or multiracial and get it, you're solving a minority situation.
Quota. There you go. There you go.
So that's all I have to say on that. Is that
Vance? Can I say one word?
They took that palatable way out.
Go for it.
I'm gonna say just one word. This sums up the NFL. Owners.
Yeah. Bottom line.
Case
closed.
We need more black owners.
That's not what I'm talking about, Vance.
I mean, you mean more? You need any? You ain't got none.
They say
We
owners.
do have one.
You're not listening at me. You're not listening to me.
No, he's saying
They do
owners.
not have a black owner. They do not
That
have a
means
black
plantation owners.
There you go.
I
got you. I got you, brother.
With the whip overseas.
You don't. How many times you
Say
call
it again,
Jeff
Jay. I
Bagels?
missed you.
Many times you call Jeff Bagels owner of Amazon? You call him CEO. But the
There it
NFL sports, when there's a lot of black people that they have on their roster, they call themselves owners. And everybody
and ain't none of them. And when none of them,
let me say this. I will say this is that it's kind of like we all call our primary bedroom. We call it, instead of primary bedroom, we call it the master bedroom.
Master bedroom.
that is.
But now there is some. If you look now, you will see a lot of teams even going in the NFL, NBA. They're not. See, the public just hasn't caught up with the word owner, because in those rooms they're calling them governors.
Hmm.
You see, if you look, you will see that ownership being called governors.
Same thing.
It just hasn't made its way out to society as a whole.
Same thing.
With there. And we know anytime you have something that's going to take a racial component off of something, it will always be slow moving unless it's an aggressive action that can be taken against.
Hey, Phil.
Yeah.
You know we got a time clock in the corner now that we can tell how long you go.
Well, that's why
He only went for a minute.
that's why I made sure I only went for a minute.
There's a New York
No, you
minute
did
and
great,
a Texas
Phil.
minute. He went to Texas.
New York mile and the Texas mile. Hey,
Well,
hey,
fellas,
hey, but owner is
man.
right. When he say owner, you know what make it an owner? Because, you know, the slaves, like the black people there, they not trying to leave, baby. If they get up and say, I'm walking out, then the owners got problems. But until then, they're going to be able to do whatever they want to do, when they want to do it, and how they want to do it.
And don't apologize.
None whatsoever.
But they a minority now. They being, like I said earlier, you know, rich white men being, you can't slam them because that's racism.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I tell you, man. Until these brothers stand up, walk out. When they stand up and walk out, boy,
it'd be a boring game.
It's gonna
It'd
be
be a boring game.
Yeah, sure will,
man. But ain't nobody else walking out though.
That's what I'm saying.
Everyone else staying at their job. So
yeah, they got to get that, you know, and to come back on what my man said earlier about this Pro Bowl. You remember back in the day, man, Pro Bowl, boy, they used to be trying to prove that they were the best in the game. They used to come out there, man, busting heads. They ain't kill, man. You leave out that bad fella, you got your little change. But it was a game. Now I can't believe they was out there playing touch football. This is my first time seeing that, bro.
They
didn't do that last year. Did they do that last year?
Same thing. It's
Pretty
been
much.
like that, man. I stopped watching.
It's bad.
I stopped watching 10 years ago, Reggie.
I started
Not
watching.
just bad.
Yeah,
They might as well
exactly.
sat down and started playing jacks.
Them girls down there in that LA, that Vegas football team, them girls got, they hit harder than that. They could have had them out there.
That lingerie bowl harder than that.
They're not worth as much as
that lingerie bowl, boy.
It don't matter. We
still
still would watch,
man.
But man, you know, some of them skill stuff is kind of cool though. You know, that to see that.
Okay, then vote them into to a Pro Bowl and just do the skills challenge. Don't tell us we must have a football game.
A football.
Just do the skills challenge and move on.
That's embarrassing, man.
We know it's business, so don't even do it. Yeah.
One dude hit the ground and the announcer, man, went crazy. Oh, he went to the ground. He brought him to the ground. Like, really? It's football, dog.
He definitely did that for a reason.
Yeah. That was terrible, man.
Let me take a quick station break, y'all. You're in the room with TAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel and a global reach, y'all. Sports talk, man, and we just hit a hot topic on them black coaches, man, and it's not over, man. We could talk about that all night, man, but it's ridiculous, and so we'll see who's gonna stand up, Reg. We'll see.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see what the players do, and
you think Dre and Kendrick and all them and Mary J, you think they gonna make a statement halftime? Or you think that it's gonna go and let things go as it is?
No, because Ice Cube was at the NASCAR. He had a show at the NASCAR races yesterday. He opened the NASCAR races yesterday. So no, they ain't finna say nothing.
Wow.
He sure didn't say nothing yesterday.
Is that right?
They ain't gonna mess up. They ain't gonna mess up that much.
He ain't gonna say nothing in the mix of NASCAR by himself. He's probably
he outnumbered over there. No.
Ain't gonna say nothing.
Hey, I'm sitting there looking, and they scanned the crowd, and the crowd looking like, why they got him up here doing this at the NASCAR, Confederate flags flying?
I can't blame him for that though, man. V, you right. I can't blame him for that though, because that's 500,000 strong, dog.
Hey man,
coming down on your head at one time.
hey, Reg, have you ever seen that, man? We was matter of fact, we was going to Hoover, Alabama, where the Star Dome and we was taking the back roads in Talladega where they had all the. I mean, you don't see nothing but sea of SU. I mean, not SU. What's the big
RV,
the big wheels,
RVs. I mean, just
whole load of them.
Oh no, bro! It's ridiculous, man. And
I wouldn't. That ain't a good place to voice your opinion.
No, but the crazy where they had them at the field, the racetrack was out in front. He was in back of the crowd in like this little area where they had set up, and that's where he did his rap from, his show from, right there in back of the crowd.
Okay, this picture in your mind, Ice Cube running. down the car track, dog. 500,000.
Hey, but it don't matter. They know every word of every song he's saying.
That is true.
Yeah, they know it all. They know it all.
That is true.
But don't cross them now. You know
and they know, and they especially know that other word. They say that one real good.
Yeah,
well, they know.
Well, fellas, let's get this in, man.
I don't think he have the minister's number on speed dial where he could sum us up a million man march.
No, not there.
All at one
Not
time.
Hey, fellas, let's get this in, man. And jump on our third favorite rant of the night, man. It's a rant that we just call simply Mark's rant. Mark, what you ranting about tonight, my brother?
Well, I knew we were going to be on this subject, so I'm still getting mine. I know we usually try to not tap on it, but it's worth bearing. My announcement on this, man, I'm not watching the Super Bowl. I'm not watching the Super Bowl, and I'm ready to really get off board of watching the NFL from now on. I've already made a statement last week when I said, man, I get my money no more. I'm not buying any NFL product, anything NFL sponsor. I'm not buying no tickets. I would definitely ain't buying them damn overpriced tickets. But I'm not watching it no more. I'm not watching Super Bowl, and I'm gonna watch and see how they do. I'm tired of it. I've seen it enough, and it's one thing to do what you do. It's another thing to me. Don't insult my mind. Don't insult my intelligence. Don't insult my intelligence. Don't do this. All of a sudden, you want to get these defensive postures. Oh, this basis. I don't know what you're talking about. I wasn't drunk. And now all of a sudden, he did. He got all this down. No, you caught. You busted. I don't think that man is that much of a fool to make these statements with nothing, and get a lawyer to say you got grounds for a lawsuit. If he ain't got something on him, and they know that. That's why they're trying to change a little bit of talk now. That's why they go ahead and hire Lovie Smith. You know, and I said this before. I forgot about it, and it really wasn't. I guess you had to win a Super Bowl because I said other than Tony Dungy, I couldn't think of another black coach that got fired that got hired again. And it was Lovie Smith because he did get hired again real quick over at Tampa Bay. But they don't do it. And now this is his third stint. And then Miami just okay. So which one? I'm just trying to figure out for McDonald's. Is it his parents' great-great-grandmother, or is his mom's great-great-grandmother, or is his dad's great-great-grandfather that was black? Because he ain't half of nothing but a white person and another white person.
His dad black.
You know,
They said
he
daddy
had
black.
10% blood, do we? Because we had 10% blood.
Is dad black with that straight hair? He ain't no kinks in it. None of that.
Well, that's what his mom told his dad.
What mom told his dad.
Right.
Because we know our genes.
Hey, Red, she said, you are hung like a... Anyway. And then
like
he
a brother.
Looked at her and said,
Like a brother.
And he looked at her and said, how you know? Anyway. So the fact is that I can't do it. I'm not giving them my love. And I'm really gonna say that all this stuff, all this blatant stuff, the NFL owners have done what they've done blatantly in our face, knowing that we're gonna keep watching it. Here's my real problem. It's these black players, man. They act like they don't know what kind of power and juice they have. If they walk off this field, I promise you it's gonna shut down.
Yes.
They need us.
That's right.
There's no ifs, ands, buts out there. There ain't but so many J.J. Watts and all of them. I don't care. Ain't no Tom Brady without no brother out there catching the passes.
That's right.
You talk about Wes Welker a little bit. He catches a little bit here and there, but they open because these brothers are stretching the field. Randy Moss.
Man.
Yeah.
Beasley, Cooper Kupp.
I know I like Cooper Kupp. I ain't gonna lie to you. Cooper Kupp is for real. But
but you got a point. What you're saying, you hitting it right on the head, man.
But he, these guys, it's like, yeah, I'm not. I've been, miss me with the BS, man. I've been up on it. I love watching football. Then this is like a walk, man. And I got into football when I got into NFL football when I was about 9, 10. That's what I told people. I watched a little bit of it, and that's why I became a Cowboys fan, watching them play Pittsburgh, and they lost. And then the following year, they drafted my favorite college player. That was what I was watching. They drafted Tony Dorsett. And I said, well, I'm a Cowboys fan ever since then. But I'll go back and watch college ball. I know they full of their crap too. But maybe I'll just watch the USFL and see how that go down. But they can't get my attention no more, man. And we need to turn our back on them, man. So I don't care who wins the Super Bowl. I really don't.
I hear you, man.
I really don't. I'm even my own Jerry Jones. Yeah, we could do a better job.
Excuse me,
man.
But Jerry Jones has never hired an offensive coordinator.
That's your team, Mark.
I'm sorry, man.
But that's your team. That's all right, man.
It is my team. It is my team. My team is bigger than owner. I loved him before he became the owner. Okay, and I would be a fan after he's gone. Just like my man Rodney is waiting for Neil Snyder to slip and break his neck.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Vance, we tell people all the time. They say, well, Jerry Jones, this and that. We Dallas Cowboy fans in spite of Jerry Jones. We're not Dallas Cowboy fans because of Jerry Jones. We Dallas Cowboy fans because we Dallas Cowboy fans. If Jerry Jones is no longer the owner, or if he never became the owner, we'll still been Dallas Cowboy fans.
And one thing we don't do is the real cowardly stuff is have been a fan, then stop being a fan, and then talk about them all the time, like somebody that's on the show.
That's me. I'm
one of them. Like he don't like the Cowboys. Because you grew up in Texas, so you had a choice to.
I'm one of them. I was a diehard Cowboy fan until the way they fired Tom Landry. I dropped him like a bad habit. Tom Landry had to find out the same way we did, driving down, going to church to the Methodist church that right across the street from SMU where I went to school. He was going to church and he found out on the radio that he was fired. Jerry Jones, they have the guts to call this man and say, look, we don't need you no more. That's when I stopped being a Cowboy fan. I love me some Tom Landry with the hat man on the sideline. I cried when Emerson Walls let doggone Clark catch that touchdown pass on him, man.
That wasn't Emerson Walls.
I seen him last year. And I said, Walls. I said, Walls, man. I said, man, I'm still mad at you, man. He act like he didn't hear what I was saying, so I left him alone.
That wasn't him. That was the other cornerback. It's just when Dwight Clark caught it, Evans and Walls went over there. He was the closest one. It wasn't.
That was the defense, man. That was the whole defense. If I seen Ed Too-Tall Jones and Randy White, all of them, I tell them the same thing. Y'all should have got to the quarterback, man.
But for real,
how you let Montana run and scramble over there? I don't like him
was
no
throwing
more.
it away.
I don't even know why I'm getting upset because I don't even like him.
Hey, Reggie, let me tell you this. What was crazy, and people forget, is that White threw one pass to Tony Hill, and if dude didn't catch him by the back of that jersey, he was gone. We'd have won that game.
Right.
Vance knows because Vance was wearing a Dallas Cowboy jersey.
And then after that, I became a Steelers fan. I became a Steelers fan because I liked Lambert and them. Lambert, the Dracula. I love Dracula, dog.
You are they talking about Joe Burrows now.
Yeah, Mark.
I thought he was the coldest linebacker in the game.
Hey, Reggie.
I heard what Jerry Jones said. I thought it was a joke. Here it is. You never had a black offensive coordinator. You never had a black defensive coordinator.
And ain't gonna happen.
You never had a black coach. And
I thought Blake was a coordinator. I thought Blake, the one that went to OU.
The OU coach?
No, he's never been he wasn't no defensive coordinator. They have never had.
Did he came? I don't know.
The only black defensive coordinator they had was the dude that came from Seattle, but he was co-defensive coordinator.
Rashard.
Yeah, defensive coordinator.
Rashard,
they have never had a black offensive coordinator, defense coordinator, or head coach. Never.
Mark, did you mention something about rehire
or special teams?
Yeah, Marvin Lewis got rehired. I think Marvin Lewis got rehired.
No, Marvin ain't got rehired. Marvin ain't.
He didn't get rehired after he lost.
Not as a head coach. Not as a head coach.
Hugh Jackson got hired twice.
Mark, but no, Mark.
As a head coach
about rehire.
Yeah,
I can't.
Hugh Jackson was the head coach at the Raiders, and
Dungy.
then he ended up head coach at Cleveland.
I think one of them was an interim, but he took over.
Yeah, I knew it had something to do with Cleveland. Somebody, yeah.
But even said they paid him to take jobs there.
Right. Well, they offered to pay him. Cleveland. But the thing is, I couldn't recall how many black coaches lose their job and get a chance to come back in. Now, if there's more, fine. But there's just that many and so far few between. I can't catch them.
I don't remember. I think that's the only one. I think he's right.
This is the whole thing with perception becoming the reality, because we know that and we look and we see the few black coaches at any given time in this league. But the truth of the matter is, this is why you can't always go by stats and visualization, because the stats will literally tell you that black coaches have been rehired at a rate greater than white coaches.
Most definitely.
As head coaches?
Yes.
Who you say white coaches, right?
No, you're saying black coaches have been hired like that over.
Coaches have been rehired at a greater rate than white coaches. But that's why I said you cannot let stats fool you. That's to throw you off. You watch it over here with that right there, and over here we're not hiring new coaches. We're not getting any of the new blood in.
I see. And I kind of see.
We take 4 black coaches and we rehire them 2 and 3 times, and we throw out a bogus stat that black coaches have been rehired at a greater rate than white coaches.
Yeah. So Caldwell got rehired too. Caldwell was with Indianapolis, and then he's also with Detroit.
So the truism is there when you look at it. But if they were a quarterback having to make a certain amount of throws, or a basketball player having to play a certain amount of games, it wouldn't even, the number of black coaches in the league wouldn't even qualify as enough for you even to count that as a stat.
Yep.
But that is something to be an illusion, so they can go back and say, well, black coaches have been hired at a greater rate than white coaches, so why are you all complaining?
Right.
But the thing is, listening to what you said, and I'm with Caldwell, and I stand corrected on that. And now I understand. I can amend why the appearance is. Yeah, we rehired more because you got to get fired in order to get rehired.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
And the only 2 black coaches that's had long tenures that I can think of recently was Marvin Lewis, and now Tomlin.
Right.
Okay, I think Shell had a good run.
Not as long as them 2 though.
Romeo Cornell goes twice too.
So they've gotten that, but they fire so quick.
Right.
The problem is they keep sending them to losing teams.
You're gonna get.
If they keep sending losing teams, then it don't matter.
Right.
You're gonna be, unless you.
As soon as they rebuild a team, they go.
On a
you're
team
right, man.
On a team that had great ownership, like the Pittsburgh Steelers, you're going to roll right in.
Well, I thought it was governorship
situation, and once it starts improving, you are definitely going to be fired. You know, see, and that's the whole thing, is that who's going to take that hit? And you know who's going to take that hit? Is people that look like you all. And the thing is
hold on. Look like us. You ain't black. What are you, Puerto Rican?
No.
He looks Dominican to me.
In the words of Charles Fuller's A Soldier's Play, where you from? England?
Yeah.
Wow,
story.
man.
It's
So Reggie, I don't mock that scene because after he did that, he took him outside and beat his ass.
Yeah, I know. I did the play in college. I was CJ Memphis in college. I did the play.
Okay.
Yeah, he took him outside. Yeah, and
Name one black coach.
I look
Name
at
one black coach
Lovey.
that went to a starting team, a team that was good, other than.
Terry, to be fair, the only way you're gonna get hired, only way you're gonna get hired is if a coach gets fired. The only way a coach really gets fired is if the team didn't do that good.
But some of the coaches that
he retired,
I don't know. Flores did good, man.
No, there are coaches that have done good and got fired.
Flores situation is very bizarre. Flores situation is very bizarre.
They get the quarterback. They get the quarterback and the players that they need while they're there, so they can improve a team. If you don't get the quarterback, it's like Lovie Smith. They don't have the quarterback, so he probably won't be going nowhere too far. Because trust me, Deshaun Watson is not coming out of retirement because they hire Lovie Smith as the head coach and paying Pep Hamilton as the offensive coordinator.
You do know that they have already built Davis Mills up to where if Lovie Smith doesn't do anything, Davis Mills as the quarterback.
You're in.
Hold 1 second. I missed something.
He was so improved.
Yeah.
Houston is hiring Lovie Smith.
No, I missed. Deshaun Watson was in retirement.
No, not retirement. No. I mean retirement. That if he able to play, if they finally trade him to someone,
he retired from the Texans.
But you might as well say he retired because Houston ain't gonna do nothing with him.
Yeah,
right.
And I'm still waiting
because of those bizarre allegations that came out after he said
I'm still waiting for them allegations. I'm still waiting to hear where there's more of all these other people. Because I said, Reggie, I've said this. I think Houston put that out.
Come on, man. I think right when he wanted to be traded. Come on, that's when that junk came out. All of a sudden, come on, man.
And now it's not coming out. And so they
like, boy, you can't leave this plantation, boy. You can't leave this
plantation,
boy. What's wrong with you? That is the modern day rope and chains right there, bro.
There you go.
They just put them allegations out of upon you.
So
they can make them believe anything.
But the crazy thing, this is how crazy it is. They're willing to still pay him his money to sit out and still go ahead and just trade him.
Yeah,
what are they doing in Philly?
That is some crazy.
What they doing in Philly? Doing the same thing.
What do you mean Philly?
What you mean? What they doing in Philly? What you mean?
Who they paying in Philly?
They paying Ben.
Ben who? You talking about Ben Simmons?
Vance.
They fining Ben Simmons.
He went a whole another direction.
Ben Simmons already has $9 million fine.
They still fine. Ben Simmons.
Hold on, real quick, Jim. Hold on. Vance, expound. Go ahead.
Well, y'all, I just wanted to, man. That's a great fellas.
They still
Ben
finding Ben Simmons. They say he's doing.
He's getting
fined. They say he's coming.
Okay.
Ben Simmons is coming to the shoot around and to the meetings and then leaving. He's not even.
Is that what's going on?
With nobody.
Sometimes you got to have visual assistance. Everybody knows we were talking about football, Vance. This is what we were talking about.
Hold it sideways. Oh, yeah. Hold it.
I don't know. Mark kind of did us like that a couple of days ago. I was thinking, I said, wait, nobody's going to say nothing. I said, well, maybe that's how they run things.
I thought they were talking about being paid their money.
I did. But the only difference
you remember that?
Only difference between me and Vance is I know what I'm doing. You know
There you go. I know. Man, I was with Vance a few days ago in his own hometown, and he had to use a navigation on his phone to get everywhere that he said, dude, haven't you lived here, dog, for 50 years? And he told me, man, I don't come downtown.
Hey,
what? There's no way
because he couldn't go downtown.
Southern California that I could get
He couldn't go downtown when he was a kid. They didn't let black folks down there.
We were downtown. Okay.
Nowhere in LA I could get lost, bro. Nowhere. Southern California, I can take you anywhere. I ain't got to use nothing.
Hey,
and
man,
you from there, dog.
I use my GPS anytime I go downtown. I plug in home
No.
Thank you, Phil.
Vance took me to the,
now, Rodney,
to the airport.
Rodney probably, because he's from here, he probably can navigate downtown.
Vance took me to the hotel 3 times. And all 3 times he had to use the navigation system.
He wanted to find a
turn left.
He wanted
right
to find
here,
a quicker way.
We was coming from different ways, man. We was coming from different ways. Coming from different ways.
Go the way you know.
Hey,
don't let him
Reggie.
start chewing gum.
Hey, Reggie, it sound like he wanted to go different ways because he must owe somebody some money and he don't want them to track a normal.
I wasted a whole day. I wasted a whole day just driving around. This is the best pop. He know how to pop gum, boy. Cold blooded. When he chew that gum, it be popping.
I got a little problem with men that pop gum. All right, you understand?
He a master, man.
What's your problem?
I got a problem. I got a problem with men that pop gum. I got a problem with men that respond to my text with K. It's okay.
Who gave you a K?
Night.
Man, I'm not going to reveal their names. I'm like, K, man. I said, yo, stop doing that, man. Stop doing that. Okay.
Well,
I don't like to answer FaceTime when I'm talking to a dude. Tell you the truth. I'm like, yo, man, why you
I don't mind
FaceTime
FaceTime is convenient, but
I can't.
Look, because your face too much like this to another dude.
Yeah, man. I'm like, come on, man. You could have told me that without having me to look at your face. FaceTime if you got something there that I want to see, man.
I don't know about other places, but Rodney can tell you we from the same area. There's certain rules and regulations we don't do coming from DC. You understand? You don't go with that K. I'll call you back tomorrow. Okay.
man.
I have a quick question.
Go ahead.
So who do y'all think is going to get traded Thursday before the trade deadline? Will Westbrook still be a Laker?
Yep.
Come after 3 p.m. Eastern time Thursday.
Yep.
Yeah. What do you say?
Who else
Rodney?
they gonna get? They don't have enough money.
Hey, I can get a monkey to score 4 points.
Yeah, you're right.
To shoot
Man,
1 of 10.
for real.
But
Hit the side of the backboard right up on the right. Yeah, miss layups.
He get booed because he shoot the ball and hit the side of the backboard, and LA Lakers fans is booing him.
I would say to you, all the trades you hear about, those are ones that you get a little rumor. Those are the ones that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah,
they talk about
I kind of think, although he's still not asking to be, I kind of think at the home team, I'm kind of thinking that we might make a move on Bradley Beal. I think they might. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
You think Ben Simmons gonna get moved? You think Ben Simmons gonna get moved?
No, they'll wait till after the season.
What
they get for Ben Simmons, they can get that after the season. So they not supposed to make no move with that. Not unless
what about
owner
James Harden? You think James Harden going somewhere?
Nah, he ain't going nowhere neither.
Nah.
If I were the owner of the 76ers, honestly, seriously, if he turned his back on me, I'd take a bat and club him over both his shoulders.
Now I think Lillard might be moved.
That's another person.
It wouldn't shock me if Lillard is moved. Damian Lillard, yeah. They cleaning house down there.
I heard another rumor. I heard a rumor that THT and I think Westbrook go to Houston and go. No, I forgot. Somebody going to Houston and they gonna move Westbrook and then they're gonna bring Little in. It's like I'm like, you know what? Like you say, the ones you hear the rumors like that about, the ones that don't never happen.
Well, if that happened like that, they'd have to find a 3-team deal because
they had 3 teams. It was 3 teams involved.
That would have to
it was 3 teams involved.
Salary that Little probably do something.
Right.
But I will tell you right now, if you're the Nets,
my man, you see my man up there,
Philadelphia, and get Ben Simmons because James Harden's not going to stay with the Nets. Sorry, Jeremiah.
Oh, I didn't. No, I didn't say he was going to stay after the season. But they're not going to trade him.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying that
he's gone after the season.
They need to trade him in order to get something for him. Because if not, he'll walk straight out of there and they won't get anything for him.
Unless they're gonna get some of them draft picks back.
Williams say he can't trade. Lillard when he hurt. That's what Facebook brother L. Dub Williams said.
They just traded Ricky.
Oh, Larry.
Yeah, they traded Ricky Rubio, and Rubio's hurt.
Man, he out for the season.
Oh, okay. L. Dub, I guess you're wrong, brother.
L. Dub, I appreciate L. Dub.
These cats know they sports, man. You wrong, bro.
No,
L. Dub.
Because Cleveland just got stronger, and Cleveland's looking good, and they just got stronger by picking up.
LeBron want to make that jump so bad.
Hey, them boys are
not LeBron. LeBron ain't gonna want to jump. No, he want to stay there.
If I was LeBron, I get the heck up out of there, man.
He's
gonna run to my Cleveland now.
Hold on,
Again.
Here come Vance.
Hold on.
Go ahead, Vance. Go on.
LeBron.
If the Lakers can get one more player, they need a player, and Monk is not their third man. Monk is too streaky.
Mm-hmm.
But if AD play like he's playing, LeBron's gonna get his 20 some plus points a game. So you're not worried about that. If AD playing like he's playing, and they can get a third man, even if they can get Westbrook just to drive the ball and stop shooting jumpers. Just drive the ball.
He got to shoot
and make the layups. Finish.
You weren't saying that before the season when you brought him over. You weren't complaining about it.
I've been saying that the whole time. You got to understand. I'm in Oklahoma. I done experienced the Westbrook mess before, so I already know.
So that's the thing. What's going to happen? Here's my wacky trade: is they're going to trade Westbrook back to Oklahoma City for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And they're going to move Oklahoma City out of the city. They're going to riot in the city.
And like I say, in Indiana is cleaning house too. So
yeah, I think what's the face Sabonis is open to a trade, but they can't seem to move unless they must be asking for too much money. But I'm gonna tell you, I saw something the other day too. Speaking of basketball, I saw Andre Drummond make a dunk. He's still alive.
I forgot about Drummond, man.
Exactly.
Man, I forgot about Drummond. He's still playing, man.
He's still alive. He
in Philly. He's Embiid back up.
Have you noticed since Drummond went to the Sixers that Joel Embiid ain't missed a game?
Right.
If you get hurt again, I'll kill you.
That's something to think about. You're right.
Exactly. Embiid ain't missed a game.
But it's gonna be interesting. I want to see these moves, man. Because Lakers need help. I don't really think they need that much help. I think they need to be healthy. If they healthy, I think they could run with anybody. They could play. But one go down, then somebody else go down, and next thing seem like they going down. They like, well, if you won't play, I ain't playing. That seems like what's going on.
That's what Harden doing right now.
That's what Brooklyn is.
If you notice, when they play away, Harden suspiciously become hurt. But when they play at home, he healthy. So something's going down.
I say they should trade Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, I don't think nobody want to take him with that situation right now.
Hey,
man, Kyrie,
because he won't be able to play.
Is he really a bad boy? Is he really? Let me ask you.
He really is.
When he plays, Vance, you don't never know when the Joker gonna play.
Well, he on there.
Vance, let me ask you. When is he led a team
than the ones that show up every day?
When's he led a team anywhere? Tell me. Thank you.
When's he led a team?
Yeah.
Thank you. Never mind. Go ahead.
Okay.
He's not a Batman. He's barely a Robin. He's a
Robin. He won a championship.
He
won a championship with LeBron
as a Batman.
LeBron was Batman. LeBron was Batman.
As a what?
Kyrie was the
Don't pay
Kyrie
attention.
was- Kyrie was
Phil
right.
Kyrie was the
Muhammad Ali
butler.
hitting you in the
Well,
back
that's
of
what
the
I
head.
meant. I mean, that's what I meant. I meant
No.
the second
Phil
fiddle.
is
I meant
trying to
second.
say something.
I'm
Let's
sorry.
get him
I'm sorry.
This is how long I want you to stop and think back. This is how long I have raised my hand and have said, "Excuse me." This is
back.
going back to the traded question. As soon as Brumman started talking about Larry, I was trying to come to Larry's defense and say that an injured player can be traded. There's nothing that says an injured player can't be traded.
That's not coming to Larry's defense. That's going against Larry.
No.
Because Larry said an injured player cannot be traded while he's hurt.
Oh, my bad. I misheard. Sorry about that.
Okay. You done sent Larry again. You
No,
know,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry because it looks like I'm
judging.
on that.
Why you gotta call me out on that one?
Counsel, Larry. I'm sorry, Larry.
Larry, I'm sorry. Now it's like I'm piling on you. I'm not piling on you, Larry. I thought you said the other way. I was trying to come to your defense.
But let's get back on Kyrie. Let's get back to Kyrie.
Why you think Kyrie has to? He's not a Batman. Kyrie has never been a Batman.
Oh, okay, I can understand that. Okay. So he ain't a Batman now.
Right now, he's barely a Robin.
He's a Batman.
No, he ain't barely a Robin. He can be a Robin.
No.
He can be number. He won a championship number 2.
I'm gonna tell you what the Lakers should do. I'm going back. The Lakers should cut Russell Westbrook and go get John Wall.
Man, please.
Kyrie, don't get me wrong. Kyrie is a bad boy. Kyrie is a bad boy. I'm not gonna take anything from him. He don't play defense worth crap, and he don't pass worth nothing. But
against an offense,
dribbling and all that, he's nice.
No, we didn't say he couldn't pass.
He passed the ball.
We just say he don't pass.
Huh? I don't know what game y'all be watching him.
We watch the games where he dribbles all over the place, and when he can't get the shot off, he throws it to somebody else. That's when he passes.
Woo, boy.
If Kyrie got 8 assists, I guarantee he passed it 9 times.
Well, that's efficient. That's efficient.
I'm gonna pass it
8 assists out of 9 passes.
I'm gonna pass him because he can score, and that's gonna make me look good. It's the only reason why I'm gonna pass the ball.
Hey,
that's what I'm saying,
Vance,
Mark.
I'm supposed to tell you his stats. Against Denver, he had 11 assists.
He did.
Against Utah, he had 6. Sacramento, he had 1. Phoenix, he had 3. The man does not pass the ball.
Hold on.
Wait.
What did LeBron say when he first went to Cleveland when Kyrie was there? After the game, he say, "Man, if you ever not have an assist again," he had no assist.
Kyrie trying to shoot. Let me tell you something.
LeBron stepped to him. Don't ever do that again.
Let me tell you something. You can fake a pass to Kyrie Irving, he's still gonna shoot.
Excuse me. This is in no way to defend Kyrie.
Y'all just wrong.
This is in no way to defend Kyrie because I'm not a Kyrie defender. But I don't care who you are. If you don't have somebody scoring the ball, you're not getting assists anyway.
True.
Thank you, Phil.
We didn't say he wasn't a scorer, Phil.
No, I did not say him not being a scorer. I said you cannot get an assist unless someone scored.
But you also got to pass the ball.
You can pass the ball 40 times. If somebody misses 40, guess what you walk away with? No assist.
That means you made a bad decision.
That's the wrong guy.
That's what it is. You keep passing to the wrong man.
You only got 4 to pass the passes to
on your team. It just means you got a bunch of people can't shoot.
Hey, Bill, Michael Jordan said this in the Jordan rules. I'll never pass it to Bill Cartwright underneath the basket.
Okay, I don't see nothing wrong with that. No. Bill was all right, though. He was all right. He was all right, man. Hey, y'all. I think we did a great job tonight, man. Fellas, this was filled with a lot of information, a lot of good banter going on, man. We just ran right into the free-for-all, which turned out to be very good, man. But I want to end this. I want to give each and every one of us a little couple.
You run right in the free-for-all? Because I have one. I've been saving it. But I'm not going to do it now.
Why, Phil? Come on,
it's
man.
time to go.
Because you just said, see, Jeremiah saying it's time to go because he know it's coming at him.
Hell, that would be. Ooh, you running from the smoke, Jeremiah?
I don't run from
You
no
running
smoke.
from the smoke? You talking about
it's
Rodney?
It's 11:20 at night. Some people got a job. We ain't on the West Coast.
Is it that way? Look, a lot of them done their job. A lot of them
Hey,
done
man.
their job.
Hey, Reggie,
all y'all right now that's going through this here cold weather.
I don't think so. I think it's like 8 o'clock. No, it's 9:21.
It's 9:21, 9:22. All y'all that's going through this cold weather, man, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, man. I'm going to go to FedEx tomorrow, and I'm going to FedEx y'all some of this sun and some of this nice warmth.
Hey,
And,
we got sun now.
Send me y'all PO boxes. You know, Rodney, I know you ain't really say much, but send me your PO box. I got you first, big dog.
I appreciate it.
Cold, where you at?
In
It's
Oklahoma,
all right.
It only been cold one day.
I'm in Texas. We had our little stint
down there, man, the other day.
We had a stint of cold, but I mean, I'm still in a short sleeve shirt, so I'm good.
Man, forget
I'm
that.
from the East Coast, you know. So
You inside,
oh, yeah,
Rodney.
You still wear shorts.
This ain't cold.
You inside,
hey, Reggie, don't send them nothing. They don't appreciate it.
They don't appreciate it. You open it up, man.
That was a nice course,
like
man. That was a nice
say,
course.
Rubbing
you
the
on,
sunshine
man.
on your face.
Hey, get your game right. Hey, Rodney, do you golf?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hey, Reg, you better get your game right, man.
I'm supposed to play next Monday, man, with my man with Dante Hall, man.
Okay.
Yeah, he coming back, and he in New York. He moved to New York. We used to play all the time, so he coming back down for the Super Bowl. I guess he's gonna stay a couple of days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. When you come back, though, you
I'll be ready.
You got okay.
Hey, man,
Rodney,
the way y'all threw me under the man. Let me tell you, man. I came out there for them, and they just let me find my way back to the airport, dog. I ain't have to ride. After they was done with me, I had to find my way back. I must not be coming back then. They must ain't been happy with a brother. So I'm like, they like, find you. Man, something, man, this is ice out there, man. It's ice. But I call the Uber, man. Uber like, yeah, man, we come get you. Ain't no ice out here.
Hey, Reggie, they gave you the, all right, man.
Yep, they gave that promoter, John. Once you do the job for the promote, it's done deal. You get to the airport the best way you can.
Nah, brother, we want to see you back, baby. We want you got a lot. You got a lot to do.
Man, I got to take it's ice out there on the road, but he said, man, I got to take my mama to an appointment. But it's ice for you, not for your mama, but it's ice for me.
Hey, guess what? She had to go to the airport too, Reggie. You know
what I'm saying? Hey, let's go. It's all right.
Boy,
I remember that. Boy, I remember that.
All right, y'all. Come on, let's get on out of here, man. And I really appreciate y'all. We'll be back, y'all, next Monday. We'll be back next Monday and on Sports Talk in the Room on TAD TV, the African American Network. Terry, man, we hadn't heard from you in a while, man. Give us a few words on a parting shot out.
I'll just say, hey, get your shots, be safe, and don't take a ride in the California ambulance because that's like $2,800 to go about 15 miles. Walk your sick butt to the hospital.
Two Dogs. I know you got to get on up out of here, man. Holla at us, man, and tell us when they can see you and listen to you on Tuesdays.
All right. Check out Two Dogs Sports Talk Show every Tuesday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can catch us worldwide at kbob899.com, or you can catch us on the Two Dog Facebook page. Then also make sure you support sickle cell. Sickle cell, the #1 genetic blood disorder in the world. It affects proportionally African Americans in America, but it can affect all race of people. Donate to sickle cell. They need the places. Go to www.sicklecelloklahoma.org and you can donate right there. I'm a firm believer, and I'll let you know, your money goes to the families to help out families that are affected by sickle cell disease in Oklahoma. So if you want to donate your money to a worthy cause, we are a nonprofit 501c3. Go to www.sicklecelloklahoma.org. $2 sports talk show every Tuesday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, only on KBOB899.com. Peace.
Let's make him go last next time.
Yeah, all right, Mark, it's on you, baby. You on deck.
I want to say that they need to change your hat to OUSC because your team is out here. Your team is out here right now. And Terry, that Kappa shirt offends me because I would have been a Kappa if it wasn't for the haters on that Langston campus that wouldn't let me play it. Okay?
You too bright, Mark. You wasn't dark enough.
Nah.
Oh my God.
I'll let us Phil. Are you done, Mark? Go ahead. You done?
I'm done, man. I'm just having fun.
All right, cool. Holla at us, Phil.
Look, it's Black History Month. On this day, in 1904, a black man named Luther Holbert and an unidentified black woman were tortured, mutilated, and burned alive in front of 600 picnicking white spectators. This was in Dodgeville, Mississippi. People, you don't have to look any further than your Supreme Court to know that if they have their way, you are headed back in that direction. Their recent rulings, and then again today coming down with the 5-4 decision in favor of letting Alabama do its gerrymandering and voter restrictions with black people that a lower court had ruled was illegal and discriminated against black people. What the court says it is today, and unless President Biden, my point is, how many times do people have to show you who they are and what they intend to do before you effect a change?
That's true.
He could clearly change the number of people that sit on the court. Now, I know people are saying, well, if he does that when the Republicans get in charge, they'll do that. I'm sorry. They're already doing that.
That is true.
So
Right.
If they do it again, that's fine. When you get back in, you change the numbers. There is no limit to the number of justices that can be on the U.S. Supreme Court. And it's about time that this man does some decision making that's going to help people of color. And I've just had enough. You have Clarence Thomas, his racist MAGA wife had the audacity to not only be with groups that have come before the Supreme Court, and he's refused to recuse himself. There's one right now where she's a member of the group that put together and organized transportation for these people to go to the state capitol and do what they did. She had the U.S. Capitol to do what they did. And she had the nerve to run up on sending correspondence to the racist Ron DeSantis in Florida saying, you may remember me, basically, we've seen each other at state dinners and all, and you've been corresponding with my husband for various things recently. Why the hell is Clarence Thomas contacting Ron DeSantis in Florida and then voting for things that Ron DeSantis and his ilk want and voting against things that the American people in vast majority want.
But they getting
Something's
paid.
not right about that when a Supreme Court justice is reaching out to a state governor and having various conversations with him. That's not me putting it out there. That's his racist ass wife.
That's it.
I'm finished.
Rodney. Give us a
Follow that, Rodney.
You want me to follow that? Man. No, all I want to say, man, is hey, I appreciate y'all, man, asking me to come back on the show, man. Every time I come on here, I have a ball. You know, the knowledge that y'all kick on here, man, I appreciate it, man. And I like sharing the knowledge about my daughter, her progress and everything else. So, man, I'm definitely I'm down to keep in touch, and I'll let y'all know everything about the path that she's taking. She's gonna be the #1 pick. I'm gonna tell you right now. So I'm locking it in right now.
Hey, if she don't go to Washington, don't talk to us no more.
You know what? I probably won't, because I'm gonna be pissed off too.
Hey, Vance, he gonna come on the show. He gonna be like this.
Right? I'm like, no comment to everything.
We're gonna have him on though. Hey, Reg, Rodney's daughter plays for Baylor. Her name
Yeah.
is
That's
She's a bad girl.
That's
so
that.
she gonna be #1.
That's that beast over there. Yeah,
Yes,
that's
sir.
killing people. Yes, sir.
That's it.
So,
Yes, sir.
That's that school used to beat up on y'all at SMU, didn't it?
Now we own Baylor, boy. When I was at SMU, baby boy, better ask somebody. We own them. We own them. I ain't want to wake up. Grant Tabb called me the day of when I was getting ready to sign in SMU. He called me that morning. Come to these Baylor Bears. I say, man, it's too hot in Waco. So I know Waco, man. Ain't nothing to do in Waco. I already went to visit SMU. They took me in the spotlight. That's where all the strippers were. that sold me. That's
That
the
was
first
it.
time seeing strippers in my life. I was like, wow, man, I'm coming, man. I'm coming.
You thought that was every night.
I thought there was I thought there was routine.
Well, Reg, we ain't gonna let that be your. We ain't gonna let that the strippers will be your last word, man. So
well, my last word is, look here. I'm gonna tell you like this here. First, my last word is for people to meditate on what Phil said, because that's real right there, man. When I read that 5-4 thing today, man, I was in awe too, brother. And and my charity, man, I love kids, man. I love them to death. And I've been a bit a staunch contributor to St. Jude, man. So, if people want to, that's my charity of choice. I mean, I love, man. I mean, I hate seeing kids not being able to go outside and play and have a good time like they should be, man. It really hurts my heart, man. So
hey, Reg,
that's it.
Have you visited St. Jude?
Vance, I can't do that. I was just with you. I went to visit the hospital when I was up there, man, and dude, I was boo-hooing in the hall, and I was happy I was able to hold it together, talking to the kids on dialysis. I hate seeing kids, man, sick and can't play, man. I can't. It's just it really do something to me, man. I can't go visit there, man.
St. Jude's first grant was for sickle cell.
Is that right?
That's how they got started. Yep.
I did not know that.
I didn't.
A lot of the treatments and stuff that they have now come from studying sickle cell disease.
Okay.
And their very first grant, but you'll never know that, but their very first grant was for sickle cell.
Okay.
They never told us that, and that's why we went, Jeremiah, Junior and I. We went and they gave us a tour. And man, it's amazing, dude. I mean, Red, just like you said, man, it touches you, man. But
yeah, man.
But the kids are there. They don't let you really know it, man.
Man. The kids is what kept me. That's what kept me. But then when I go out, man, Isabella, man, she touched my heart, man. That little girl, man. I can't even talk about it alone, man, because I tear up. But kids strong, man. They resilient, man. They resilient. But we have to do something, because I think the worst thing, man, to me is I think when kids can't play, can't run outside and have good, and a lot of them now they give up that right now. They prefer to stay inside and play,
Right.
But I like, I came up outside playing, man. I remember I was in the hospital for like a week because they said I had a kidney problem, and when I was a little kid, and man, that whole week, man, felt like 5 years to me, man. You looking out the window and you looking to go outside, you can't play because you're sick. And if I can help anybody or any kid, if we can get rid of all these diseases, man. Sickle cell. I had a friend, man, died of sickle cell, man. I went to school with 6th and 7th grade, one of my friends, best friends, man. And as kids, you tease people, because we didn't know what was wrong with him, and we used to call him yellow eyes and stuff like that, because kids, you don't know what the situation is. And then, he died, man, about maybe 15, 20 years ago of sickle cell, man. And it affect us, and the diseases that we have, like, I had kidney disease and diabetes. White people, they inherit, they get in money and houses and cars, we inherit diabetes, sickle cell, heart disease, kidney problems. Yeah. And debt. Yeah. From our parents. So yeah, man, we if we could give anything, to eradicate that, man, that I would be happy.
Right. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Hey, Reggie, we got a collab, man. I'm thinking about doing writing the script, Class Act 2.
Okay.
We're going kid and play.
Hey, don't hold me to that acting in there. Right? I got better reels than that, okay?
Yeah, nigga, that sweatsuit, that was a killer.
And I had it tucked in my belt weights.
He
man.
did, he had it tucked in.
Woo!
Hey, don't hold me to that, man. I had better jobs than that, brother. I got reels I can show you that.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, and the funny thing about that, before we go, when I auditioned for it, I didn't know it was a comedy. I went in there and read the dude that we was beating up. I went in there and read for his part, and I did it hard. I thought I did it like New Jack City style, man. I'm like, boom, boom. And then after I got through, the director and then was looking at me like, this is a comedy, right? I said, oh man, I'm sorry, man. They said, but that was good, man. We gotta give you something in here.
I'll tell you a funny thing about that, because I came out there, me and my best friend, we came out there and visited when y'all did the reshoots. I think you were there, did the reshoots, like the gas scene, y'all was pushing the car.
Right.
And the part Dougie Doug played, that first was Marlon Wayans.
Is that right?
Marlon got the gig.
Oh, really?
But Marlon turned it down to do more money.
Oh, okay.
He turned down to do more money. Now, I always tell people this. People don't realize when they first did the Batmans, with Michael Keaton, the second Batman, they were going to have Robin. Marlon Wayans was casted to be Robin.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
He was casted to be Robin, but they ended up changing and not going with it.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
So then they brought Chris O'Donnell the next one after that. But yeah, that's true story. Because Marlon was going to Howard. I knew Marlon I met Marlon when he was going to Howard before I came up there.
Right.
So so he went to Howard for 1 year.
Yeah, man, it's a lot of behind the scenes story, man. A lot of behind the scenes.
Man, we might have to do that, man. Just behind the scenes stories, because we got some road stories.
I got my SAG card because Tommy Ford didn't show up for a movie job. I didn't know him at the time. He didn't show up because he did Harlem Nights. And that's how I got my union card, because I just started talking, and I was supposed to be a stand-in, and I just started talking. That's the only thing they could do is tell me to shut up or go home. They can't put their hands on me. So I started talking, and that's how I got my SAG card, man. Found out he was the actor that didn't show up. He just did not show up, man. I don't even think he told him. He just didn't come and did Harlem Nights. Movie called I Love You to Death with River Phoenix and Kevin Kline.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay.
And River Phoenix was so happy for me. He was more happy for me than I was for myself, man. He was hitting me out in the arm. Congratulations. And man, he was a cool dude, man. And then he ended up, man, ODing on the sidewalk, man. Right. Club, man. Right. Cool cat. Vegetarian, man. He was eating the pizza, eating all the vegetables off the pizza, man. And I'm like, you a vegetarian, dude. and this happened to him. But he was a cool cat, man.
No, dope ain't got no meaning.
There you go. You're right. You're right.
So,
You're right.
it's too bad.
Yep.
Too bad.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, man.
Well,
Hey,
Vance,
man, this has been great, though.
Your boy just broke the code. He might come back next year.
Who?
Tom Brady.
Are you serious?
He said never say never. He talking about coming out of retirement.
Oh, okay.
It's on there right now.
Hey, I think you still have a year in it. Tell you the truth.
He probably does.
I mean, dude, you stayed there almost won that game, man. They could have been. They were like them. They was right there at the door, dude. Defense, man. Defense.
I would say for Tom Brady, though, for real, if it ever was a rule where if it ever was better to say better leave a year early than a year late, it'd be Tom Brady. No, nobody wants to see Tom Brady.
True.
Really.
That's true.
I put it like that. Would not be right.
You put it like
don't
that.
Let your last image. Yeah, don't let your last image be like looking like Joe Namath at the Rams.
You put it like that. Yeah, I got you.
Well, Lawrence Taylor any given Sunday.
Joe turning
$1 million.
37th Street.
Well, man.
No, Broadway Joe turned into 40th Street Black.
We're gonna be here all night, man. Mess with y'all, man.
It's your fault, but you can't run a tight show.
And we don't need to. I enjoy it, man. I can sit back and enjoy this, man, too. I just love it. I love y'all sharing the knowledge and story, everything, man. It's all great. But I do want to
pick my man up and take him to the airport
Rodney.
next time.
Yo, what's up?
Tell your daughter, man, we seal, boy. Tell her we seal.
I appreciate it. Appreciate it.
I told him we been watching
Texas, baby. Texas. In the highs.
Hey.
Okay, so you got to keep us connected, Rodney. My man, Reg.
I got you, man.
Right with us, baby.
She about to close this show. She gonna close this thing out, man.
All right. We're gonna be right with us, man. That's all good. But I do want to say this too, man. I really appreciate Rodney. I appreciate you coming, man, and you always bring that energy and you bring good news and it's just cool. You fit right in, man, with us, and it's all good, man.
Appreciate it.
Reg, like we were saying, he ain't gonna say it, man, but Reg did come down and doing things and for the kids and for black men. So you'll see the campaign that he's involved with. And like I said, man, he's a hell of a dude, man. And I know he won't say it, but when you see Reg is really that kind of dude, man.
No. What I tell you though, that dude on the left, on your right of you, on that picture on the right of you, you see that brother right there?
Mohammed
Jack Johnson
or Jack Johnson?
No, on the right, Jack Johnson.
Yeah, Jack Johnson. Galveston, Texas, baby.
Hey. And one thing I learned at Langton, and Rodney, you lived there, people from Texas like to know that people know they from Texas, man.
That's right. G-Town, baby, right there. Barry White, G-Town, baby. Right, baby, G-Town up in there, man. Mike Evans, baby, G-Town.
Okay.
Barry White, baby, G-Town.
Well, look here, y'all. We out of here, SA Town and Midwest, y'all. We out of here tonight, y'all. And y'all be safe. Don't forget, COVID is still out there, y'all. Wear the mask, get your vaccine. We didn't get to it. We missed it. We were gonna talk about it, but maybe next week because it's still around, y'all.